We're here at Gigabit Access and talking to Steve Collins of NetComm Wireless. So Steve, for those unfamiliar with what NetComm Wireless do, tell us a little bit about them.
Sure, no problem. So NetComm Wireless is a public company from Sydney, Australia. We've actually been in business for over 30 years. We do devices on the edge of the network, things that connect consumers through to the internet mostly. And we've been doing that for a long time. Dial-up modems, DSL, VDSL. Nowadays we're specialising in connectivity to premises for what we call the last 10 to 20%. And these are the connectivity areas that tend to get left alone by the big infrastructure players. So there's lots of fibre to the home going on, but what do you do about those people in rural areas or hard to reach areas? So NetComm's designing products to help address that space.
And one of the things that you guys focus on is sort of extending the edge of the network closer to the end premises.
Yeah, so that's really a core message that I'm presenting at the conference today. The message is really, as a device vendor, or CPE often gets called, these devices are getting progressively dumber, so to speak. The price is driven down, the specs are really just there to provide protocol conversion. What NetComm is saying is, let's change that mindset. Let's think of the device in the customer site or on the side of the building as an extension of the network, an extension of your network functionality all the way through to the customer site. So if you look at wireless networks, for example, the zone of reach tends to be through to the base station, and then you have smartphones out there in the field doing their thing. So what NetComm says is, let's put a device on the side of the house, and that device is part of the infrastructure, it's part of your network, and it's delivering services through to the customer site. So that's the concept of extending the trusted zone or extending the network as close as possible to the customer site as you can. And when you do that, you can offer a very differentiated service through to the end user.
And there's a lot of talk at this show about fibre and sort of delivery through that. But obviously what you guys do is very different, and it also provides something for that, as you say, 10-20% that maybe are a little bit underserved.
Right, so I mean, everyone's talking gigabit. Funny that, gigabit access, right? So, but everyone to do that is saying fibre to the home. And we agree with that. For a large percentage of the population, fibre to the home is perfect. But there is a lot of underserved users out there, and fibre is not a great technology to get into rural and hard to reach areas. So NetComm has this building block approach of technologies to help address that underserved market. Fibre is part of that, but it tends not to be fibre all the way to the premise. We offer fibre to the distribution point solutions, which takes it down to the street and then uses existing infrastructure like copper into the home. So there's fibre like that. There's coax HFC, DOCSIS 3.1. There's the existing legacy copper pairs, and then we do a lot of work with, at the moment, 4.5G, which is LTE wireless.
Steve, thank you very much for your time here.
Great, thank you.